Hello guys and gals, GameWith71 here with a new series for YouTube. This is a series inspired by Thunder from HGCentral. It's a car build video. He did one for Need for Speed Most Wanted, and I'm going to do one for Need for Speed World. All 153 cars. Today we are going to start off with the Toyota Supra, as requested by iJast. As you can see here, the Toyota Supra has been fully elite tuned, with a 637 maximum overall. The Supra has normal NOS, and should... Oh god. The Supra has normal NOS and average top speed and acceleration with really crappy handling. So, let's pop it into Hastings and see how it'll go along. Now all of my cars are going to be tested without any skill mods, just maximum elite parts, to ensure that everything will be clean. And I will be using perfect starts for each car that I use, just because it makes life easier. And right there you can see that the NOS is not very powerful on this car. Coming up to the first corner, we should expect really bad handling. Oh, yep, there we go. Having to slow down very much for that corner. Oh, that's a traffic car. I shouldn't be hitting those. The version of Need for Speed World Offline that I'm using is one of the oldest ones, so no Porsche 918 RSR for me. Or whatever the 918 is called. So, yes, this save file does indeed have a Bugatti Veyron for me to test as well. So, as we can see, the Supra... Its handling is very responsive, don't get me wrong, but its turning radius is not very great. Of course, usually the recommended class for this car is B class, saving for tracks such as Central Coast. The reason why I've put this onto Hastings today is because it's the only track that I feel is a very fair comparison. And all tests will also have no power-ups being used. I don't know if I mentioned that either. The Supra starts off in C class, in case I haven't mentioned that either. As we come up to this right-hander here, showcasing how much I have to slow down in order to get the Supra to turn. Oop, trying to break the wall there. Don't usually do that. I haven't experimented with the Supra pretty much at all in A class. I've only used it in B class performance, back when Need for Speed World was still active. There we go with the Supra's bad turning radius going up through there. Usually with cars that turn well, I can just do that corner no problem. And that corner, that little shortcut right there, is a perfect example of why the Supra is not a very well used car. It's just... But however, it should perform pretty alright, as long as I'm not messing up here. It made it fairly okay through that little set of corners. And through this jump, I expect the Supra to be very stable, as it just was. So yeah, this series was inspired by a friend of mine, Thunder from HGCentral, who did this with Most Wanted. I discussed this during his Viper part, where I said I might do a series with Need for Speed World. And here it is with episode 1. So, oh wow. The Supra is performing much worse than I thought it would do. But it's still performing relatively okay. With a first lap of a 4:03.90, excuse me, 4:03.896, which isn't terrible. That turn was a bit cleaner than I did first time. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Sorry about that, my dog was barking. And with the Supra, I have to use extensive amounts of brake in order to get the car to turn around corners properly. Also, against traffic cars, it doesn't handle them very well. Even though the Supra can take out a cop car pretty easily. And at the end of this straightaway, I was able to get up to a nice 211 miles per hour, which is fast. But most A-class cars can beat that. However, in B-class, with the correct tune, I was able to get it up to 200 miles per hour without nitrous. So the Supra is definitely no slouch in terms of speed and acceleration. It's just in corners where I'm hitting every single car, and everything else is to where I run into problems. That was a much better turn there, compared to the first lap. And that shortcut right there was a bit better too. That's the only shortcut I take in this entire run, because I'm going to do that with every single car, and I want to run the fastest line possible. At least my personal fastest line. Of course, many of you that have seen my stuff on YouTube before would know that I did a run on Lanzanon's account with his F1 scoring a 620-something time with full power-ups. When I eventually get to the F1, that's going to be a fun time indeed. As we approach this jump here, I expect the Supra to remain very stable again. And it did. Hooray. Oh, whoa. Supra getting a bit squirrely there and very unresponsive. That's not something you'd usually expect from that jump. So, excuse me, coming up to the final corner now, the Supra actually had a much slower second lap with a 4:05, coming in with a total time of 8 minutes and 9.58 seconds at 211 miles per hour. So that's this Toyota Supra. And we'll see you next time for another car. Until then, I'm GameWiz71. Stay subscribed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.